Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Playing some Immaculate Grid. Had one of my best rarity scores ever, thanks to the Brewers appearing. I think I had around a three, or at least it was a three yesterday. I'm not sure what it ended up. Could have gone all Brewers on that grid and actually still got a pretty good score, but I'm pretty happy with where I was at. I have been on something of a skid though, something like five of my last eight games, something like that. But some categories are tougher than others. Gold Gloves, 200 strikeouts, those are tricky categories for me. But I'll keep on keeping on. I'm gonna play a bonus grid today, not in this video. I'll post a separate video, but I'll go back and play grid number three. And once again, this episode is brought to you by my book, Baseball's Most Fun Frivolities, which you can get on Amazon. Link will be in the description below. I'm gonna start sharing. Let's play some grid. Is that what the kids are saying? Let's play some grid. Pound and refresh. All right, three at the top, accomplishments on the side. I don't know if I've ever seen this format before. You know what? I have, but um, yeah, that's all right. Let's see here. We got the Braves. We got the Indians slash Guardians who were in yesterday's, and we have the Kansas City Royals, and we have Hall of Fame, All-Star, 20-win season along the left-hand side there. All right. I think there's some landmines here. Gotta be a little careful. Um, let's see. Hall of Fame for the Braves should be an easy one. I could go with Al Simmons or any number of people. George Sisler would be another one I could go with there. All-Star. Let's go with for All-Star, I'm gonna go with Del Crandall. Because I know he was very good catcher in the late 50s, early 60s for Milwaukee Braves. Um, Figured that would be a good place to start. Um, Dancing around here. 20-win season. I'm trying to remember. I know Old House Radbourne played for the Braves, but it was towards the end. He has big seasons with the Providence Grays, so I don't know if he works for 20-win season here. He won like 60 games one year with the Providence Grays in the 1880s. Um, a safer pick might be Mr. Denny Nagel, who won 20 games in the 1997 season as essentially the Braves' number four starter. I think that's a fun one. Um, Johnny Sane from the 50s would be good. Um, uh, I I want to say Lou Burdette did get to 20 wins. I don't know if he got 20 wins the year the Braves won the World Series, but he definitely got to 20 wins. Well, I'm not gonna say definitely, but I suspect he might have. Um, let's see how good George Sisler is as a pick, because I know he played for the Boston Braves. All right, solid pick. For Cleveland All-Star, I think I'm gonna go with a guy I've gone with before, Raleigh Hemsley. Woo! He's still working for me. He's still working for me. So I'm doing all right so far. I'm under 0.3 through the first three picks. Um, any player who dabbled with, that's what I want to try to find, is someone who dabbled with Cleveland and got into the Hall of Fame. And they just have to have poked their head in, you know? Let's see, Satchel Paige. That would be a pick that would work. Um, he was he was in there on that 48 team that won the World Series. So was Lou Boudreau, who was manager and captain of the team, shortstop, had a great season. But he's in the Hall of Fame. But Page might sneak in there just because, I mean, he's not as associated with like Cleveland or the St. Louis Browns as he is with the Kansas City Monarchs. Um, Joe Sewell, he was a well respected player who didn't who hardly ever struck out. I think Cy Young would be a good pick. I know he played with the Cleveland Spiders, but I think that was in the other league, actually, in the National League. But I think he did play a little bit with the Cleveland Naps. I think they probably were at that point. Speaking of which, Nap Lazoye would work, and yeah, Tris Speaker would be another decent pick. I'm gonna try Sewell. All right, he goes under one. Hall of Famer for the Royals. I'm thinking the best choice to go with there is going to be Harmon Killebrew. We've got George Brett is going to take. I think George Brett might actually go north of 90%. And I'm trying to think of. I think. Well, no, he was a Hall of Famer. I was thinking Vida Blue, but he's not in the Hall of Fame. He poked into Kansas City. Um, I know Killebrew will work. Um, man, there haven't been that many, have there? But yeah, let's see how Killebrew does. This might crush the grid. Takes 5%. All right. So my ghost score is shot. I guess it was shot already, but that's okay. And we need any Kansas City Royal who's made an all-star team. I feel pretty good about Amos Otis. 2%. Okay, that's a little higher than I would expect, but it's not bad. 20-win season for Kansas City. I think Dennis Leonard is going to be the optimal pick there. I know he won over 20 games during those ALCS seasons. Oh, that was too good or too high. But I mean, who else? You got Brett Saberhagen, um, Mark. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, but Mark Gobizka or something like that. I know he was a 20 game winner. It might just be three, so that might have been a grid buster from the beginning. Um, anyway, we can move on. Let's see. You've obviously got Bob Feller, Corey Kluber, Cliff Lee, not CC Sabathia. Um, will all work for Cleveland. Gaylord Perry will work. Bob Lemon. If I didn't say him already, he would work. There's got to be pitchers from the like 20s or teens or something that I'm not thinking of. Ooh, Louis Tiant will work. He had a he had probably the second best year in the American League as a pitcher in the 1968 season, the year of the pitcher. He won the ERA title that year. Denny McLain, of course, won over 30 games and took the Cy Young Award. But I think I believe Tian had like 20 wins, 20 or 21 wins that year. See how he does. 1%. All right. I think I'll close with Nagel here. Could go Johnny Sane as well. Would be an interesting pick, but see how many people remember that 1997 20-win season for Denny Nagel, in which he was the number 4 starter on his own team. He takes 1%. So rarity score of 22 there. Maddox only won 20 games a couple times with Atlanta, but he did do it. Actually, he might have only won 20 games once, now that I think about it. Maybe it was just 93 because his other 2 Cy Young Awards were in strike shortened seasons. Yeah, no huge surprises here. Bob Feller does take the most. I was right about Brett. He's at 89%. Who else works for? Yeah, these were both grid busters here for Kansas City. So I'd Killebrew, Brett, and I was trying to think who else. Sorry, this one. Orlando Cepeda played 30 games. And Gaylord Perry shows up as, I guess it's a batting. Okay, so Gaylord Perry briefly played for Kansas City. I did not have that on my, yeah, last team he played with. Probably after he got busted for officially busted. One time he was for the spitball. And then Paul Splitarf, who I think I have heard of, even though I can't really say his name, and then Steve Busby. All right. Cool, cool. Well, pretty good grid overall. Pretty good with I'm pretty happy with 22. Coming off of with these two included. Um, but yeah, other than that, that was pretty good. Sodas was a little higher than I would have expected, but other than that, pretty solid grid. So pretty happy with it. And I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna do it on the next video, and I'm gonna go up here and play grid number 3, and we'll see how I do. So thanks a lot for playing, and stay tuned for grid number 3. Peace.